What if one car didn't just raise the bar, but rewrote the rulebook entirely? BMW has just launched the 2026 iX3, the first vehicle built on its long-promised Neue Klasse platform, and the automotive world is paying close attention. This is not a refresh. This is not an evolution. It's a clean-sheet reinvention from the ground up. New architecture, new battery chemistry, new design language, new software, and a driving philosophy that goes back to BMW's most fundamental promise: sheer driving pleasure. And for the first time in years, BMW isn't just promising it, they're delivering it. UK deliveries are already underway as of March 2026. The USA launch is set for summer 2026. This is the most important BMW in a generation, and today we're going deep. Exterior design. Step back and look at the 2026 iX3 as a whole, and you will immediately sense that something profound has shifted at BMW. Gone are the cluttered surfaces, the overwrought creases, and the polarizing design excess that divided opinion in recent years. In its place is something bold, intentional, and quietly confident. BMW describes this new direction as reduced, modern, and rich in character, and for once, the marketing language actually matches the metal. The overall shape is lower, sleeker, and more athletic than the previous iX3. It carries purposeful proportions without resorting to exaggerated styling tricks. From every angle, the 2026 iX3 projects a sense of precision and restraint that is entirely deliberate. Available at launch in 1 solid and 5 metallic finishes, including the exclusive polarized gray and ocean wave blue, this is a car dressed for a new era. Front design. The front of the 2026 iX3 is where BMW's new design language speaks loudest. The kidney grills, an iconic BMW signature for decades, have been reimagined entirely. Rather than functioning as conventional air intakes, they are now upright three-dimensional panels integrated into the lower front fascia, with an optional illuminated border and embedded sensors behind them. Flanking them are horizontal wing-like elements that echo classic BMW front ends from the 1960s, creating an unmistakable connection to the brand's heritage while remaining unmistakably modern. The headlights sit within slim, black trim panels integrated into the outer edges of the front face, sleek, technical, and full of visual depth. The result is a front end unlike anything currently on the road, a deliberate callback to BMW's golden era filtered through a 21st century lens. Rear design. At the rear, the 2026 iX3 continues its story of confident simplicity. Horizontal taillights stretch across the full width of the car, tapering elegantly towards the center where a sculpted recess in the bodywork holds the BMW rondelle. This central scoop and logo motif is expected to become a defining trademark across BMW's entire next-generation model range. The rear bumper is clean and uncluttered, allowing the light graphic to do all the talking. There are no fake exhaust tips, no unnecessary vents, just a pure, resolved surface that communicates electric identity without apology. When illuminated at dusk or in traffic, the light bar gives the iX3 an unmistakable presence that reads clearly at distance and close range alike. Side profile. Viewed from the side, the iX3 reveals how the Neue Klasse platform has unlocked genuinely different proportions. The wheelbase is longer than the previous generation, enabling a cabin that punches well above the car's external dimensions in terms of space. The roofline is lower and more swept than the upright SUV stance of its predecessor, giving the iX3 a more dynamic, coupe-adjacent character without sacrificing headroom. The wheel arches are squared and strongly defined, reminiscent of the larger BMW iX, and the bodywork between them is smooth and flush, interrupted only by the retractable door handles that lie perfectly flat until unlocked. 20-inch alloy wheels come as standard, with options stretching to 21 and 22 inches, including aerodynamically optimized Air Performance variants that prioritize both aesthetics and efficiency. Build and structure. Beneath the skin, the iX3 sits on BMW's first purpose-built electric vehicle platform, the Neue Klasse architecture. This is not a converted combustion chassis. It has been engineered from the ground up specifically for battery electric vehicles, enabling the optimal placement of the 800-volt battery pack low in the floor for an ideal center of gravity. The track is wider than the outgoing X3, and ground clearance is slightly reduced, contributing to a more dynamic stance and handling character. The structure itself incorporates a significant focus on circularity and reduced life cycle carbon emissions. BMW has committed to a 30% smaller carbon footprint over the iX3's life cycle compared to previous BMW electric models, and the car is produced at the newly constructed BMW Group plant in Debrecen, Hungary, BMW's first facility that does not rely on fossil fuels during normal operation. Interior. Open the door of the 2026 iX3 and you step into a cabin that immediately declares a new era for BMW interiors. The sensation is one of space, calm, and considered luxury. Soft materials are used throughout: fabric-covered surfaces, high-quality textiles, and premium plastics that feel genuinely premium to the touch. The driving position is spot on in true BMW tradition, with extensive adjustment in both the seat and the steering column. Roof pillars are slimmer than contemporary norms, delivering excellent all-around visibility that is increasingly rare in modern vehicles. Even the rear bench has been reimagined. Described as sofa-like, it benefits from the flat floor enabled by the Neue Klasse platform. Electrically operated interior door handles add a final touch of refinement. The entry-level iX3 trim already includes heated front seats with 6-way electric adjustment, dual-zone climate control, and Econier upholstery, a material choice that reflects a clear commitment to sustainable cabin design. Dashboard. The dashboard of the 2026 iX3 is the most striking and ambitious ever fitted to a BMW production car. At its heart is the panoramic iDrive, a full-width display that runs along the base of the windscreen and projects key driving information directly into the driver's eye line. BMW calls this the panoramic vision, and its optical trick is that it appears to float roughly 1.5 meters ahead of the driver, dramatically reducing the need to look down. Sitting below this is the main infotainment touchscreen, a 17.9-inch freestanding display that leans diagonally towards the driver in what BMW calls a free-cut design. Physical controls have been retained for essential functions, including windshield wipers, indicators, exterior mirrors, audio volume, and the rear window heater, a deliberate choice that balances the digital-first approach with real-world usability. Infotainment. The infotainment system in the 2026 iX3, branded as iDrive X, is operated primarily through the 17.9-inch central touchscreen. The bright, responsive, and deeply customizable interface is crucial. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across all trim levels, enabling full smartphone integration. BMW has also introduced a video app with access to streaming services including Disney Plus and YouTube, which can be used while the car is parked. Voice command functionality is extensive, allowing drivers to control a wide range of vehicle functions without touching the screen. The optional Harman Kardon surround sound system, available through the Technology Plus package, elevates the audio experience significantly. BMW's 3D heads-up display is also available in the same package. A full over-the-air update capability ensures the system can continue to evolve throughout the ownership period. Seats and space. Rear passenger space in the 2026 iX3 is a genuine revelation. Thanks to the longer wheelbase and the flat floor architecture of the Neue Klasse platform, rear legroom is described by multiple reviewers as comparable to that of the much larger BMW X5. Even exceptionally tall adults can sit comfortably behind a tall driver with substantial room to spare. The boot delivers 520 liters of luggage capacity with the rear seats up, comparable to key rivals in the segment, and expands dramatically to 1,750 liters with the 40-20-40 split rear seat backs folded flat. An additional 58-liter storage compartment under the bonnet, a frunk, provides a convenient and separate space for charging cables, keeping the main boot clean and uncluttered. The powered tailgate is standard, and an electrically retractable tow bar is available as an option, supporting towing of braked trailers up to 2.0 tons. Engine and powertrain. The 2026 iX3 launches in both markets with a single powertrain, the iX3 50 xDrive. This dual-motor all-wheel drive configuration draws on BMW's 6th-generation eDrive technology, an entirely new system developed specifically for the Neue Klasse. The front motor is a compact induction unit that disengages when not needed, contributing to efficiency. The rear motor is an externally excited synchronous machine, a new design that delivers strong torque with no rare earth elements required in either motor, a meaningful sustainability milestone. Together, the two motors produce 463 horsepower and 476 pound-feet of torque delivered to all four wheels. The system operates on an 800-volt electrical architecture, a significant step forward from the 400-volt systems used in most current electric vehicles, enabling the 108.7 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery to accept substantially higher charging power. Performance. The numbers are compelling. 0 to 62 miles per hour takes 4.9 seconds, with an electronically limited top speed of 130 miles per hour. But raw figures only tell part of the story. What distinguishes the iX3's performance character is its calibration. The accelerator pedal responds with remarkable linearity and precision, delivering exactly the power the driver requests without the abrupt surge common in many high-output electric vehicles. This is the work of BMW's central computing platform, named the Heart of Joy, which integrates control of the drive motors, torque distribution, regenerative braking, friction braking, and steering assistance into a single system that processes inputs 10 times faster than conventional control units. The iX3 also introduces BMW's soft stop function, a regenerative braking system so well calibrated that BMW estimates it handles up to 98% of all decelerations without the friction brakes ever engaging, producing a seamlessly smooth stop. Steering and handling. This is where the 2026 iX3 makes its most emphatic statement, and where it earns genuine respect from a driving community that has grown accustomed to dismissing electric SUVs as dynamically inert appliances. The steering is precise, faithful, and communicative. The car changes direction with an eagerness and agility that belies its weight and dimensions. Despite carrying the mass inherent to a large battery pack, the iX3 feels genuinely light in the hands, a quality Top Gear described as a revelation. The wider track compared to the X3, combined with the low center of gravity enabled by the floor-mounted battery, gives the car a planted, confident stance in corners. A rear-biased torque distribution from the Heart of Joy system reinforces the classic BMW character of yaw rather than understeer. Select Sport mode and the steering gains weight, the throttle sharpens, and an optional synthetic soundtrack, Hypersons, adds an audible dimension to the performance experience. Ride comfort? The iX3 launches with a passive steel suspension setup across all variants. No adaptive dampers, no air springs. On paper, this sounds like a compromise. In practice, reviewers have been unanimous in their praise. The suspension is superbly well-tuned, absorbing road imperfections without generating secondary bounce or crashing over expansion joints. Vertical movement is controlled with an assurance that rivals some adaptive systems. In comfort mode, the iX3 is a relaxed, long-distance companion. BMW also employs active noise cancellation across the cabin, targeting high-frequency road noise, a system that measurably reduces interior noise levels at motorway speeds. Tire roar on coarse surfaces is present but never intrusive. The combination of structural rigidity, well-calibrated damping, and active noise management makes the 2026 iX3 one of the most refined rides in its class. Technology and features. The iX3 is a technology showcase in the truest sense. The Heart of Joy computing platform oversees the entire dynamic system, while a separate supercomputer manages the infotainment and connectivity stack. Over-the-air software updates keep both systems current throughout the ownership lifecycle. BMW's cooperative driving system, a Level 2 Plus suite of driver assistance features, includes automated lane keeping, adaptive cruise with stop and go, and a self-parking function capable of maneuvering the car into spaces with the driver outside the vehicle using a smartphone. A BMW iconic glow feature, an illuminated kidney grille border, is available as an option, and the optional Technology Plus package brings 3-zone automatic climate control, the 3D head-up display, and the Harman Kardon audio system. From spring 2026, an optional 22-kilowatt bidirectional AC charging capability becomes available, enabling vehicle-to-home energy management. Standard equipment on even the base iX3 includes wireless smartphone charging, adaptive cruise control, and a powered tailgate. Safety systems. The iX3 arrives with a comprehensive standard suite of active safety technology. Every model includes autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control with blind spot monitoring, and driver attention alert as standard fitment. BMW's advanced driver assistance hardware is more capable than in any previous generation, with smoother intervention characteristics that cooperate with the driver rather than working against them. The iX3 has not yet completed Euro NCAP testing at the time of its launch, but context is reassuring. Every BMW model tested in 2025 achieved a minimum of 4 stars, and several received the maximum 5-star rating. The level of standard safety equipment and the sophistication of the underlying systems make a strong 5-star result to the expectation for the iX3. The car's soft-stop regenerative braking system also contributes to active safety, reducing reliance on friction brakes and maintaining smooth deceleration control in all conditions.
Practicality. For a vehicle built on a purpose-designed electric platform, the 2026 iX3 delivers an impressive level of everyday practicality. The 520-liter boot is competitive for the class, the frunk provides dedicated cable storage, and the 40-20-40 split rear seat configuration allows flexible load carrying. Interior storage is generous, with well-placed cubbies, a wireless charging tray in the center console, and door pockets of useful size. An optional tow bar rated to 2.0 tons of braked trailer weight broadens the iX3's practical versatility significantly. Roof rails are available, expanding luggage capacity further for family travel and outdoor pursuits. The powered tailgate operates automatically on approach, and the retractable door handles contribute to aerodynamic efficiency while giving the flanks a clean, premium look. The 2026 iX3 is, in every respect, a capable and considered family SUV. Charging and range. The charging and range credentials of the 2026 iX3 are among the most impressive of any electric vehicle currently on sale. The 108.7 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery, using new cylindrical round cells with 20% greater energy density than the previous generation, powers the iX3 to a WLTP-certified range of between 421 and 500 miles, depending on specification. The USA EPA estimate is approximately 400 miles. The 800-volt electrical architecture enables DC fast charging at up to 400 kilowatts, significantly faster than most competitors in this class. BMW quotes a charge time from 10 to 80% of just 21 minutes and confirms that approximately 231 miles of WLTP range can be added in just 10 minutes under optimal conditions. AC charging at up to 11 kilowatts is standard, taking the battery from empty to full in around 11 hours on a home wall box. An optional 22-kilowatt bidirectional AC charging upgrade, AC Charging Professional, is available, enabling both faster AC charging and vehicle-to-home energy export capability. Real-world range in mixed driving conditions has been recorded at approximately 360 miles by multiple reviewers during UK winter testing, with summer conditions expected to deliver meaningfully higher figures. Ownership and reliability. The 2026 iX3 is a brand new model built on a brand new platform, which means long-term reliability data is not yet available. However, the signals are encouraging. BMW ranked 8th out of 31 manufacturers for owner satisfaction in the 2025 Driver Power Survey, a strong foundation. The Neue Klasse platform has been engineered with software-defined architecture and over-the-air update capability, meaning the car can receive functional and quality improvements throughout its life without requiring dealer visits. BMW's dealer network in both the UK and USA provides established service infrastructure, and the brand's warranty provisions apply to the new model. For early adopters, the technological ambition of the iX3 carries the inherent considerations of any first-generation platform, but the depth of development investment, the quality of materials, and the caliber of the engineering all point toward a vehicle built to endure. Pros and cons. The 2026 iX3 arrives with strengths that are difficult to overstate. The electric range of up to 500 miles WLTP leads its class. The 400-kilowatt charging speed is among the fastest available in any production SUV. The driving experience is genuinely engaging, precise, and rewarding in the BMW tradition, remarkable achievements for a vehicle of this size and weight. Interior space is exceptional, particularly in the rear, and the technology package is comprehensive and forward-looking. Design is distinctive without being divisive. On the other side of the ledger, the iX3 launches with a single premium powertrain. A more accessible entry-level single-motor variant is expected, but not yet confirmed for launch. The infotainment system, while visually impressive, has a learning curve that some will find demanding initially. The lack of adaptive suspension at launch is a notable omission for a car at this price point, and for U.S. buyers specifically, the summer 2026 delivery window means a period of anticipation before the car arrives stateside. Who should buy it? The 2026 iX3 is built for buyers who want the most capable, most technologically advanced, and most dynamically satisfying electric SUV currently available, without compromising on premium quality or everyday practicality. It speaks directly to the established BMW driver who wants the values of the brand: driver engagement, precise dynamics, quality, preserved and enhanced in an electric package. It is also a compelling proposition for anyone considering the Audi Q6 ETM, the Mercedes GLC electric, or the Polestar 3, particularly those for whom real-world range anxiety is a genuine concern. The iX3 answers that concern decisively. For UK buyers, the car is available now. For American buyers, it arrives in summer 2026, and it will be worth the wait. Final verdict. The 2026 iX3 is more than a new model. It is a declaration of intent from one of the world's most storied car manufacturers, a signal that BMW has found its electric identity, and that identity is unmistakably, fundamentally BMW. Top Gear named it their 2026 Car of the Year. CarWow awarded it the Tech Trailblazer Prize in their 2026 Car of the Year awards, and drivers who have spent time behind the wheel have consistently arrived at the same conclusion. This is the electric BMW the world has been waiting for. The range is class-leading, the charging is class-leading, the driving experience is, by the consensus of every major automotive publication that has driven it, genuinely exceptional. The interior is spacious, refined, and thoughtfully considered, and the design, for the first time in several years, inspires pride rather than debate. The new class has arrived, and it changes everything.